Howdy, folks, and welcome to episode 91, Time to Chat. Um, so, don't know if any of my uh, other co-hosts will show up or not. Don't know what's going on with my internet. My internet is garbage, and I apologize, guys. Anyway, so we may have a guest later. Maybe. All depends on how things work out in real life for him. But we've got a couple of messages here. Reese was in early saying, "Hey, I'm going to be late again tonight. See y'all soon. Drop in when you can, Reese. Just glad you remembered this time." Charles is here. He says, "I hear early." Yes, you are, Charles. You're about 35 minutes early. I still have my cough, so I do apologize. So I will be muting myself from time to time so I don't blow anybody's ears out. Cindy Diaz is here. She says hello and greetings. She says greetings from Colombia. Hola, Cindy. She says hello again. Hello. Hola. So yeah, the first thing I want to mention is I don't know how long it's running for, but Wiley Games is running 25% off downloads. The reason I know this is they just recently released a new supplement for Galactic Heroes, PDF version only. Hey, Greg, how you doing, buddy? Evening to you as well. Thank you for joining us, or joining me. They just released Codex Galactica, Grim Dark Edition. Now, this is something that Jay Wiley's son, Marshall, has been working on quite a bit, and I went ahead and ordered it, and it is PDF only right now. The plan is it's going to have more stuff added to it. If you buy now, as things are added to it, you will get notified that there's an update to the PDF, and you can go download the new update. That's already happened once today for me already, so we know that that's going to happen. It's going to work. Then in 6 months or so, April, May, June timeframe of next year, once they're pretty solid on having everything right where they want it to be, they will go ahead and publish a hard copy, a printed version for people to buy. And we got the original Krognard in the house also with a thumbs up. Thank you for hopping on. So I ordered it today. I bought it today, and it's normally $10, which in and of itself is a great price in my opinion. $10 for the quality that you get from all of Wiley Games stuff. Well worth the money. But it came up when I went to check out, $7.50 because of the November PDF download sale. So I don't know how long the PDF sale is going, but now is the perfect time to go get your downloads from Wiley Games. 25% off. You can't beat it. So there you have it. The other thing I want to mention is right now, you are able to purchase your tickets to March to Victory. March to Victory is going to happen the last weekend of March 2023 in Blue Springs, just outside of Kansas City, Missouri. It is the 24th, 25th, 23rd, 24th, 25th, Friday through Sunday. $17 if you buy early. That $17 gets you entrance for the entire weekend. Gets you your name badge already printed, so you don't have to chicken scratch it yourself, and you can roll in there like you're somebody important. And it gets you a 3D resin miniature that is going to be exclusive to March to Victory 2023. So go check it out. How do you go about getting that? Well, you simply go to marchtovictory.net, as you can see there at the bottom, marchtovictory.net, and go to shop, and you can purchase your ticket, $17. If you want to wait, if you want to throw money at it, money at Jay Wiley, once you get there, a crisp $20 bill gets you in. So at the door, $20, and you have to chicken scratch your name yourself on your badge, or $17 early gets you your badge, as well as that's pre-printed, as well as the miniature. Greg says we plan on setting up a table and staying a few setting up a table and staying a few years or days. I mean, yeah, definitely. So it's going to be fun. I'm going to be there. McMurray's going to be there. Of course, Jay Wiley, Steve will be there. It'll be great fun. The food is going to be phenomenal, as it was last year. There's going to be a cash bar. He keeps saying it. He keeps saying he'll be there. Hold on one second, guys. He keeps saying it. Warmut says he's going to be there, so let's hold him to that. Let's, whenever we see him here on the show, or we go check out his channel and we look at his videos, remind him that he said he was going to be there. So we need to remind him. So, but let's go ahead and dive into this Codex Galactica. I've got it up here right now. There we go. Nope, wait, not what I wanted. Hold on, guys. All right, I guess that'll work. So this is the Codex Galactica. It's a great looking cover. As always, Jay Wiley's stuff is amazing. And chronicling the armies of humanity and their many enemies. And we're not going to spend a whole lot of time on it. But you can see that they've got the Imperial Marines, the Imperial Army, Battle Sisters, Mechmen of Mars, Inquisition. So there's your humans. You then have the orcs, which are space orcs. The Eldarin, those are your Eldar. Your Dark Eldarin. The Dynasty. Dynasty is the Tau. The Necroids, those are obviously the Necrons. The Hive Beasts. Hive Beasts are the Tyranids. The Damned, those are the Chaos Marines, and as well as other Chaos, entities. The Daemons, which are the Chaos Demons. Extra traits and mutations, and psionics. So, as you can see here, most of the text is written by Marshall Wiley. I think he's done a great job of putting everything together. And the artwork, I like how the artwork is very evocative of what it's supposed to be without it actually being. But if you get farther into it, I mean, it looks very middle dark ages type of illumination. So I really dig it. I love the art design. Jay Wiley does an amazing job with all he puts together. So now this is going to be breaking some rules in Excuse me. This will be breaking some of the rules in Galactic Heroes. For instance, um, your Marine captain is going to have leader, veteran, killer, brawler, encouraging. He's going to carry a bolt pistol, a chain sword, and an additional trait. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, he does fall within because it does fall within the guidelines because that additional trait is because he's given up two equipment slots for it. So, but there may be some others in here that that may end up breaking it just so you get the right feel. So there's your Imperial Marines. To me, the weapons feel right. The bolt pistol is a 6 to 12 inch weapon with a +1 to wound. The bolt rifle is the same thing, 12 to 24. Can have burst fire. You got the heavy bolter, 18 to 36 plus armor piercing level 1. Power fists are deadly with extra shock. Chain swords are a +1 to close combat, as well as being deadly. And then I also like, without saying what they are, they're saying what they are. So the armored personnel carrier is the R1N0. Looks like Rhino. Come on. We know what it is. The RZRBK, armored personnel carrier, airspeeder. The Marine R8DR main battle tank. I think it's really well done. It's getting up to that line where it's not going to draw the ire of the 800-pound gorilla in the room, as it were. So then you got the Imperial armies with your commanders, your commissars, technopriests, psychics, etc., and so forth. And they too have their different weapons or different vehicles as well. The CH1 M3RA, the MNT0R, LMN RU55, and the BA51 L1X. I don't know if it was Marshall or if it was Jay or if it's a combination of both, but I think that it's an excellent way of handling that. So even even someone with a passing knowledge of 40K is going to understand what those vehicles are. So then you got the Battle Sisters, and they've got their vehicles, and then the Mechman of Mars, your Tech Marines. Then the Inquisition, and then Enemies of Mankind. You got your Orcs. You have your Eldarin. The Dark Eldarin. So basically, you got your Space Elves and your Spicy Space Elves. The Dynasty, I like the look of them. I like the artwork. Very nice. The Necroids. They don't seem as menacing when they're drawn up like this, in my opinion. But I like them. Hive Beasts. And then you got your Traitor Marines. Your Damned. Your Demons. And then special traits and mutations. So, and then your Psionics. So all in all, it comes in at a 38 pages long. As things are added, of course, we might see a bigger book. But to give you an idea of where we are with in comparison to other supplements, we're looking at dun, 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 dun. And that's a whole book. Where are you? Where are you? Can't find you. Okay. There you are. The one supplement that I have is the Viva la Revolution, and it comes in at only 20 pages. So now, granted, this is more just scenarios than like a character build out, but you know what? I dig it. I like it a lot. So 38 pages, gonna give you and it's 37 pages plus the cover. So 37 pages with text on them plus the cover. So I suspect that the print copy is probably going to come in around $25. Still a great price in my opinion. So, but yeah, go download it now. They've already sold 52 copies at least. Jay Wiley told me earlier today that they had sold 50. I bought a copy. McMurray bought a copy. So we know we're at least at 52. So go out there, snap this sucker up, show Jay Wiley that this is the type of stuff that we really want to see, and maybe we'll get more. We'll get more with it. So, all righty. So, if we don't have any guests with us tonight, or yet, I am waiting to see if we have somebody show up. Warmut said he might be able to join. I think McMurray is, I think, at work. Todd was 50-50, and Jeff is probably watching some hockey. But some good news, and this is something that's going to be hitting the desk here in a little bit, is I found my counters for Monty Lamar, the Anvil of Fate. So, and I just received a message from Todd. It could be. It was, yes, the phone was right under where my mic is. Let me move it. If that was bothering you, I apologize, guys. Y'all need to let me know if this is happening. So if you're hearing a buzz because my phone is sitting near my microphone, kind of need to know those things. So anyway, so I'm gonna get this out on the table here pretty soon. I've found the counters for the first scenario. The first scenario is a one mapper. It should fit right over here. So here's to hoping that I can get this going. Also, we have we meaning me have been cleaning my office. You can kind of see it's looking a lot cleaner than it was, and with that in mind, hoping to be able to get some more stuff going as well. Showing y'all more stuff, getting more getting more videos created. I've started up the videos again. Um, I hope y'all have liked what I've done so far with talking about. So you want to run a convention game. Um, the first one went over pretty well. The second one not as well as the first one, which is understandable. It's a lot shorter, and my voice was not really with me. So, but I'm going to keep going with that. I am going to be doing some more painting. So we got a lot coming our way. We got a lot coming our way. This coming Saturday, um, we're headed down to. We're going to be headed down to St. Louis to the miniature market where they're running a 1 day mini convention. McMurray is running a game. There's going to be at least 4 uh, different games of Fistful of Lead being played down there. So that's cool. But my buddy Adam Jones is running a Fistful of Toes game that I'm hoping to jump in on. Because y'all know I love me some 6mm uh, Cold War time frame stuff. So hopefully I can get in on that. If not, we'll see what happens. So we'll definitely have that going. Excuse me. Right here, Greg says, Gamers with Coffee says, I'm putting Mini Warmud in the trunk and dragging him there. Shh. Okay, we'll keep that quiet. We won't tell anybody. So, I was hoping that Jeff or Todd would have hopped on because I did want to talk about since our guest isn't here yet, or might not be able to show up because of life, and that's understandable. He let me know ahead that it might not happen, and that's okay. But I was wanting to talk uh, about board games tonight. I know I am very much miniature heavy, um, but Todd and McMurray are definitely, I wouldn't say 50-50, but they're definitely, a foot in both camps. And then, of course, Jeff is my complete antithesis of being primarily a board game guy, which is why I love having Jeff around, is because he's the yin to my yang, as it were, and wanted to bounce some ideas and thoughts off of him um, about board gaming. Uh, Charles comes in saying, thinking about maybe next year getting some 10mm. Not just sure what time period. No 1800 plus to the present. Yeah. Yes. Also, I'm naval and Jeff isn't. I'm very much naval and Jeff is not. Also, McMurray is naval, and Todd is whatever. He's not primarily a naval guy, but he'll play it. He's played Ocean Thunder with me, so. But Todd's kind of like me. He likes the social aspect of gaming, so like that. So yeah, this is not a really good show tonight, guys, and I do apologize for that. I was hoping to have our guest with us. I was hoping that some of the other guys might have showed up, but that's okay. I during the cleaning of my office, I realized I've got a decent amount of board games. So looking over there, I got my brother's Starship Troopers from back in the 70s, I think it was, maybe early 80s. I've got my Salerno 44, Salerno 43, Normandy 44, the Hunters. I've got Heroes of the Falklands. I've got Command Colors Ancients. I've got Gunslinger Royale. Excuse me. I've got Monty Lamar, Anvil of Fate. I'm racking up quite a few actual board games, guys. Um, I need to actually sit down and start getting them worked, getting them played, finding out how to play them. My biggest issue is I don't like, I hate reading rules. I hate reading rules with a passion. So it takes me a while to get things figured out to the point where I'm comfortable enough to actually put it down, onto, on the table and video it. So I might, that there may be some other content I might add with doing the hunted again. I might do another hunted video. Some of the other games I have on hand, Heroes of Normandy, that I just picked up. Also have V is for Victory from Lock and Load. So yeah, I'd like to get some more naval board games. I definitely want to see what I've got with that. What's available to me with that. So excuse me. I because I honestly don't know really what's out there other than what I've seen McMurray play with from time to time. I definitely like to see what else is out there. I know the fleet games, Second Fleet, Third Fleet, Fifth Fleet, those are going to be very hard to come by, being that they are from, late 90s, early 2000s, and out of print from what I understand. But if I could get a hold of, some of those in a seemingly inexpensive fashion, I would love to do that. Keep in mind, to me, seemingly inexpensive is going to be probably, and I know I'm probably reaching, but probably, less than $75. If it's going to be more than $75, there's going to have to be a whole lot of asking and bartering with the person who controls the purse strings, the one that sits out there. So if I could get a hold of some of those, that'd be cool. Definitely want to get some more. Oh, that's another one of the games that I have. It's the where is it? Yeah, the Assault. I got Assault. Now I got really excited because I found this box, and then when I opened it, was quickly disappointed, because although I've got a counter tray and counters, I don't have any maps, and the books inside are for Red Storm Rising. So I don't even know if these are Team Yankee counters, or I think they are Team Yankee counters because there's no air and there's no naval. But of course, I don't know. Yeah, they are Team Yankee. They're Team Yankee counters because apparently the Red Storm Rising counters are little standees. So that's those are two other games that I would like to get a hold of. Is Red Storm Rising and the rest of Team Yankee. You know, I'm sure the maps aren't great. I'm sure the rules aren't spectacular, but it's Team Yankee, man. It's I mean, it is my favorite Cold War book. Well, second favorite Cold War book. And speak of the devil, we do have Hex to Hex with us tonight.
Yeah, I'm watching my Capitals get destroyed by the Penguins. So,
well, their bad luck is my good luck because I was floundering here. Thank you for joining us, or me. I was going through and talking about the games that I have amassed in the last couple of years.
I missed that.
I'll go over it again.
I mean, I'm sure you have a handful, but
well, hold on one second. It is very warm here. It is 67 degrees outside right now.
Yeah, and we're cold now, so we got all that crap you all had.
So what I'm doing is I'm turning my ceiling fan on. But I like I had told you earlier, this past weekend, I've been working on cleaning out my office, cleaning up my room, and starting to put stuff away.
Right.
And so I've on my shelf that I can look at over here. I've got my brother's copy, and I don't know if it's complete or not, but my brother's copy of Starship Troopers.
Right. Yeah. Okay. I remember you saying you had that. Yeah.
Normandy 44.
Okay.
Salerno 43.
Right.
The Hunters.
Right. Which you've played. You've played quite a few of those.
Yeah. I've got Assault.
Assault. Why do I not recognize that?
It's an old GDW game.
That's probably why I don't recognize it. Oh, yeah. The old red and transparent stripes going down it.
Yeah.
I remember that. I had Boots and Saddles was the one I had.
Yeah, it was when I got it, it was unpunched and still has the GDW "Hey, send me in" card.
Oh, wow.
So I did get it punched, and I did, quote unquote, clip it.
Right.
What I did is I manually cut the corners with my X-Acto knife.
Wow.
I also have Heroes of the Nam. I've got World at War 85, Storming the Gap, and all of its ancillary.
I would like to see you actually play a scenario in that.
I think I'm gonna break that out here pretty soon and do like the first scenario, the Lorraine scenario, because I know how to play that game pretty well.
It might urge me to play my version I have.
Yeah. I've got Command Colors Ancients, the first volume. I've got Heroes of the Falklands. I've got Monty Lamar, The Anvil of Fate, complete.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get that out on the table because I got to learn how to play this game. I spent crap ton of money on it. I need to learn how to play the damn game. I've got one of the original versions of World at War from Lock and Load. So.
Oh, you got the Blood and Bridges one?
No, I've got America Conquered.
Let's see, and I have World at War Blood and Bridges.
Yeah.
The old one.
Yeah. World War America Conquered is the one that had a Kickstarter expansion of the Texas National Guard.
Okay.
And a buddy of mine down in Texas had it, and he introduced me to the game. and I thought it was right up my alley. You know, World War III, Cold War time frame.
Right.
And oh, by the way, it had Texas National Guard. Yeah, sign me up, right? So I was at recruits like the following. He showed me how to play the game. You know, he had the copy of it, and we played like in April or May of that year. And then at recruits, that following September, I'm at recruits, and a guy has it for sale at his table, unpunched, $30.
Wow.
I said, "Do you mind if I open this real quick? I want to check something." And he says, "Yes, it does have the Texas National Guard set in it." It's like, okay, I'll be right back. Text Don real quick. Hey, can I spend $30 on this game? She said,
"Spend money.
Why haven't you already taken it?" So I went back to the guy and says, "I don't have the cash on me. Let me run to the ATM. I'll be right back."
Good deal.
15 minutes later, it was in my hot little hands, and I was dancing up a storm. So,
I actually had I had 2 boxes actually arrive today. One from Poland that I made the order 3 weeks ago. So that's actually pretty good that it got here in 3 weeks.
That's not bad, honestly.
Oh, 4 nice looking games too.
Good. What else did you get?
And then I got Todd sent me La Bataille Borodino, one of the older games. So that'll be my first look at La Bataille.
Nice.
And, the 4 games I got from Poland were Market Garden, Normandy, France in 1940, and no, let's see. So France 1940, Market Garden, Kursk, and Corson. Of course, the Corson Pocket. All games were $24 a piece.
Wow.
And the ship from Poland only cost me $33.
That's a hell of.
Yeah, and they got
only $33 for shipping.
$33.
Wow.
And that's then they've got a bunch of games. So actually, it was the OG was the first one to tell me about that place, and I lost the link, and then somebody put it up on Facebook about a month ago, and that's when I jumped all over and ordered some stuff.
Very cool. I was talking earlier before you hopped on. I was talking about kind of the games I'd like to get a hold of, and I had got excited because in my cleaning I ran across this box. GDW's Team Yankee.
Right.
I got all excited.
Now that's rules for the Team Yankee miniature system, right?
No.
That's an actual board game?
This is the board game from 1987.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I do remember because I used to write scenarios while I was in the military for certain situations using this. I never got to play it. I used to just write the operations order.
Yeah, well, the problem is I'm not going to be able to play it either because when I open the box,
right,
I've got counters and a counter tray. I don't have any maps.
Oh, no.
And the only rules I have are for Red Storm Rising.
Oh.
So, I got that going for me. Excuse me. But what I was saying is, I'd like to get more of these style games.
Right.
So that's why I was so excited when I got Assault. And then I was thinking, what am I really into? Navy, of course. And I was thinking, what naval games are out there for board games? And it's the Fleet series,
Right.
First Fleet, Seventh Fleet, etc. And I know that if I want to pick those up, I'm going to probably end up spending a vast amount of money for those.
Right. Yeah.
Um, just out of curiosity, let me go to Board Game Geek. And let's take a look at, let's sign me in. And let's go to Third Fleet. From 1990. Third Fleet is North Pacific, Caribbean, and Atlantic Oceans.
How many fleet games do you have?
I've got none of them.
Right. There's like 7 or 8 of them.
Yeah, I believe so. But yeah, let's go to shopping. Yeah, in the United States, there's one for $175, $100, $180. Now there is one with how the dollar is compared to the pound. This is a pretty good deal. 75 pounds.
Okay.
Now that was 3 months ago. I don't know if it's still available or not. And I don't know, if it is, how much it's going to cost to ship it over here.
Right.
But, yeah, it's, let's see, currently available. There's one in Spain for 100 pounds or 100 euros. There's still one in Britain for 75 pounds, and then one in the United States for $175. So,
well, yeah, those are naval grail games. That's why they're expensive.
Yeah.
You should try looking up some of those old Avalon Hill naval games and see if there's any of those floating around. Because those would be lightweight introductions to the system.
Right. And see, the thing is, I don't even know how to, I don't even know how to look those games up. I don't know. I don't know their names. I don't know how to find a list of the names. I am so far outside of my realm of comfort when it comes to understanding board gaming.
Yep.
And how to look shit up. So, but that's it. Reese is in the house finally. Hey, Reese, how you doing, buddy? How are them turkeys? I hope you did not get too overly feathered. Let's see. There's also, what is it? First Fleet, I think it was.
Oh, what are we going to do here?
Apparently, there was not a First Fleet. Second Fleet. I know there's a Second Fleet. Because that's. Let's see what those are going for. Oh, that's a little bit better. $69.
Right.
See, that to me that's doable. $40 from Canada.
Those fleet games are deep.
Oh yeah, they are. Oh, I know. Let's see, Fifth Fleet. Here we go. It's Indian Ocean.
Right.
Buy a copy. Whoo! Yikes. On eBay, $299. And then somebody's got it for 275 euros over in Britain. Oof.
Ouch.
that's That's an ouchie, bro.
Yeah.
So Reese has a concussion from the turkeys.
A concussion from the turkeys.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm dying to hear this one.
That's not good. That's not good, man. That's not good. That's no.
Shouldn't be headbutting turkeys.
Exactly. Seventh Fleet. Yeah, so there's one in Canada for $60. eBay's got two of them on eBay, starting at $350. So, but I guess I just need to, comb Board Game Geek and see what I can find naval wise. Like here's one flat top.
Here you go. There's an old classic.
That's a World War II one.
Yep.
By who is that by? Oh, Avalon Hill.
Yeah, that's a classic. Flat top is a Stigler plays that.
Okay, $68 for the 1977 first edition. $75 for the 1981 third edition. Reese said, stood up too fast and headbutted a feed bin.
Oh.
No good story, sadly. That was Thursday. Still rattled. I'm not as young as I used to be. Sir, I understand those feed bins. We deal with those on a regular basis, being in the feed business. And E4 Airman is in the house. He says, grandson's band concert made me late again. Hey, man, that's okay. You're here, and that's what's important. And then he said, Wardrobe, Chad, says, Avalanche Press is known for their naval games. You already discussed those. Are those the Fleet Series games, Todd? If so, yes. And some of them are reasonable. Others are like, holy crap! I'd have to hawk a kidney for one of them. So, if that's what you're talking about, Todd, yes, we have discussed, cussed and discussed. Where did that? Let's take a look at Fifth Fleet. Oh no! So the Fleet Series is from Victory Games.
Right.
Okay. Reese says, picked up Force on Force during my sick time. Doc says I need to rest my brain. That rule book wasn't restful. No, dude. It unfortunately, you can't blame Sean and Robbie for that, to be honest. They of course provided all of the, the actual text and the game and the rules and whatnot, but you can 100% blame Osprey for the layout of those rules. And they're absolutely horrendous. I think this was Osprey's second foray into miniatures gaming. The first being Field of Glory from Slytherin. That was a weird situation. Of course, Slytherin is known for their computer games, as Jeff will attest to. But Osprey wanted to get into miniature games for some damn reason, and so they went to Slytherin and said, hey, why don't you make your Ancients game that you have in your computer into a miniatures game that we can then publish and sell books for? And then later on,
it throws me off to hear that Osprey makes games, but all I know is their books.
Right. Yeah. And then they they approached they approached Robbie and Sean saying, "Hey, we like the look of your game. We'd like to publish it for you, and have supplements. How'd you like to do that?" And they said, "Okay." 18 months later, they've got 2 hardbound core rule sets and what is it? 8 supplements. They did 2 core books and 8 supplements in 18 months.
Right.
I was on the playtest team, and I was getting playtest files like 3 times a week. It was ridiculous. McMurray says, "Good Lord, Jeff's hands are ugly." I'm just waiting for it.
On camera.
What's that?
They're safe enough to be on camera.
There you go. So, I hope you're being safe out there, Mr. McMurray. We miss you, buddy. So now, started off slow tonight. When it was just me, I had like 5. Now that I've got Jeff on, we've got 11. So thank you for showing up.
Sure.
You're definitely a draw here. But earlier I was mentioning that I've started up my videos again, and I took the idea from Bunkhouse Games and did the and I'm doing the So You Want to Run a Convention Game series. First 2 videos are out. I hope y'all have had a chance to watch them. I hope y'all have enjoyed them. Any critique, good or bad, is accepted. Just be kind. Just be nice. You don't have to be a dick about things. If you don't like something I said or how I said it, figure out a way to say it nicely. You don't have to be and I'm not saying anybody has been a jackass. I'm just saying you don't have to be a jackass. I got enough jackasses in my life that, I don't need my hobby content to have jackassery around it. McMurray says it's a good thing that you're so pretty also.
Thank you, Andrew. The love has been reinstated. Hey, he just gave you a link to Avalanche Press World War
Yes, he did. So I pulled it up here.
Isn't that
all right? So I'll have to take a look at those, because I do want to I do want to expand my horizons and look at more board games. I got plenty of room to store them. I've got it's kind of hard to see, but I've got these. They're like a little bit. They're about like 15-inch by 15-inch squares, 2x4 bookcases. They're actually squares that are about 15 inches by 15 inches. And I've got 2 of those now, plus I've got a 4x4 one in my closet over here. And I'm about to get 2 more of these to put in here. So I'm going to have plenty of room to put stuff in.
you took down the old thing leaning against the wall back there.
Well, it got moved.
Oh.
So, but yeah, it's this corner used to have all kinds of crap in it, and it's been moved out. The cat box has been moved out and into the hallway. So, which I'm going to have to go clean up, because one of the lard asses, I think I know which one, decided, hey, let me step on the edge as I get out. Dump. Dumbass cats. I love them though. They're my boys. They're great cats. We are down to 5 though.
Oh, just 5. And a dog.
And a dog. And a hedgehog.
And a hedgehog. Yes, can't forget the hedgehog.
No, one of the kitten, the newest little kitten we had, we gave to our next door neighbor. her daughter was wanting a cat, and so we had not. Donna says we had not fully bonded with her yet. Garbage. I miss that little. I miss that little kitten. She was such a sweet little kitty, but she's like less than a football field away over there.
Wow.
So, excuse me. So, you got your Grail game, one of your Grail games this past weekend, didn't you?
I did, very much so. And I've already punched I punched all the Confederate counters, and I started the Union ones tonight.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So, now, when you punch a game,
right?
Do you punch an entire frame and then clip, or do you punch and clip as you go?
Well, so usually you get, like in your Montelamar would be a good one. You get that sheet, like an 8.5 by 11 sheet, and there's usually 2 sets of counters down that sheet. Right. I'll put them on one of my mats, like you guys use to paint on the self-healing mats.
Yeah.
And then I'll take my radial blade and go down and cut the long edges off. And then I'll go through I'll take 1/2 of that counters and I'll run that radial between the counters. And then I'll separate each single row and stack them. Like if there's going to be parent organizations, I'll stack all those together. Or if it's one of these big type games where you just have like 85 separate infantry division counters and they're all different, I'll stack all, like all the ones together, all the twos together, and then I'll clip them, and then in a tray they go. Now, this game for me, whoever owned this game before Andrew picked it up, he had it organized perfectly. And then Todd taped down the shields on it before he sent it to me, the covers. So everything was in place when it got here. And all I got to do is clip the stuff, put it back in the box. And it almost looks like the game was never played.
Very cool.
So, and I made a comment on my channel tonight that within the near future, I will put that on the table. I'm going to play it because I had it for years and I never got to play it. And then I lost all my counters.
No. I know how losing counters is.
Yeah, but how in the hell do you lose 2,000 counters?
Sir?
Oh, yeah.
I lost all the maps in the rule book. And a different game's rule book is inside here.
Well, Todd sent me a link tonight where McMurray had picked up this game for me and sent it to me. And I didn't jump on it tonight, but Todd sent me a link where somebody's selling, like, they must have 300 or 400 games in that list. The second version of this with 4 more battles for $65. But I'm like, you know what? I can't. I have bought way too much here in the last, with the MMP sale and everything else.
Yeah. That's the thing. I'm lucky that I don't have control of my money.
Good. Yes. Very nice.
Because I would be dead ass broke. I'd still be talking to y'all on a damn Commodore 64. I would not have my brand new Apple M1 chip MacBook Pro. I'm wanting to get some more board games. I'm wanting to stretch my legs, as it were. I hope that's not super glue on my glasses.
I would say, okay, before you, granted, I get you wanting to get some, but I would think before you do that, and I'm thinking of the games you have, while the Penguins just scored another damn goal, that if I think in your case, I would throw Salerno 43, set it back up, get after it again because it doesn't take long to play it.
Yeah.
Get comfortable with that hex and counter stuff. And then, because, you, or better yet, how long does it take for you to meet up with McMurray?
It's about a 2.5 hour, hour and a half, 2 hour drive, depending on where we would end up meeting.
Maybe get one of those naval board games he's got.
Yeah.
one of the easier ones and get your feet wet, literally feet wet. No pun intended.
Yeah, I see what you did there.
On that one there. But I think for the Hex Encounters, I think you've got a good one right there with Salerno because one, it gives you base type gameplay, but then it throws in a couple of off the wall subtle rules to sort of get you incorporated with some of the weird mechanics games will have, so you won't be jacked up when you play another. Because Montelimar is going to be. I'm just afraid that if you tried to play Montelimar, which I know you've put games up before, but if you tried to go full blown into that initially, you might not. It might.
Yeah.
You might run away from playing.
Well, I've set it up. I've set it up twice.
I haven't even attempted it yet.
And have gone through a couple of turns, and I think I'm missing some. I don't want to say key aspects to the rules, but I think I'm missing something.
Right.
So,
well, games like that have a lot of stuff attached to movement. There's a lot of things that can go on with movement,
right,
and spotting and stuff like that. So it's, I would just rather see you play one where it's move and it's combat, and then
that's what Salerno 43 is.
And then it's and the subtle rules in that are your Zoc bonds,
right?
And you have naval bombardment, and you have artillery.
Yep. So, Charles says, only have one Avalanche Press game, and that's the original first edition Panzer Grenadier. Rules are garbage. Printed fourth ed, much better, but not 100%. And he says 2,000 counters. Well, now I don't feel bad about my lost paints. And Hissy Cat's in the house. Hola, peeps. Hola, Hissy. Dude, keep up the good work on that on your model building channel, guys. If y'all have not gone and checked it out, go check out Hissy Cat's new channel. Let me bring it up here real quick. I want to link y'all link the thingy. What's it's for y'all? It's called Hissy Cat Builds. And this is, there's the link once it comes up. Yep, there you go. He's at 10 subscribers, guys. Let's throw some love at him. I know I'm subscribed.
On your builds, you lost 6 subs on your builds or on your gaming one?
So, definitely check him out. He's got the first one was a kit review of an F6F. Looks to be like a 1/72nd scale model. And then his second one came out 4 days ago. Starting plastic model building for under $50. Got 67 views on the F6F. 26 views on the starting plastic model building for under $50. Got to get him beefed up. So, Reese, if you haven't already subscribed, buddy, go subscribe. It's kind of like right up your alley with your odd 54 millimeter stuff. Not saying it's odd, strange, but because it is not what most people work with. Your 54 millimeter stuff, he's doing model stuff also. So go check him out. Great stuff.
What's a good time, like in the evenings, and what's a good day for you to be able to get on a live stream?
I'd love to have you on here, buddy.
Well, I have an idea.
We
figure it out and you let me know, and I want to work something out if you don't. I know you don't mind getting on a live stream because you do. I've seen you do lives with old lady plays squad leader or whatever. We're gonna have a chit chat.
He says, "I love that." Yeah, I mean, well, let's do some cross pollinating.
We'll get a little chit chat going.
because Hissy Cat Studio is at 334 subscribers with 82 videos. Hissy Cat Builds is at 10 subscribers with 2 videos.
Yeah. Well, I don't have enough experience with his build stuff, to see the motivation that he has when he's doing hex encounter stuff. So,
Right.
And I know he's real positive with the hex encounter stuff. So,
Hissy, I'm going to send you my email here. Drop me a line, buddy, and then we'll get Jeffy involved, and we'll get something going. All right, Reese subscribed. He's up to 11. So yeah, I love promoting other people's channels. We're all in this together. I think we can grow it together. So yeah, I think it'll be cool.
Well, I mean, I know when I first started, I didn't shoot. My ship didn't sail right away. I know that. I was just fortunate that my first stuff was, I got lucky because Civil War was my thing.
Right. And there wasn't a whole lot of Civil War out there, was there?
Well, no, that's just it. That's what I'm saying. I was fortunate because Civil War, I mean, my biggest top 10 videos are all Civil War.
Yeah.
So, I mean, people, well, here in the United States, I take that back too, because a lot of UKers, they loved some of the.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about the Brits loving the American Civil War.
Right.
It is crazy. I mean, I rarely see anything about the English Civil War being played over there, but constantly people doing American Civil War. Well, perfect example, Warlord Games.
Yeah.
It's either Napoleonics or it's ACW. No ECW. But, oh well, what are you going to do, right? 1 second.
I sure wish that thing would leave your body.
I'm definitely going to be talking to the doctor when I go see him next.
Well, I'm over here playing the Battle of Falkirk with William Wallace. And the historical rules for the game say that the Scots are in a Shiltron, which is their version of a circle of wagons.
Yeah.
And the pikemen cannot attack. They can't move. All right. So all they do is sit there and take a beating. But you got these longbowmen. They've got 6 longbowmen that you can maneuver them around and get them inside these Shiltrons to help protect them a little bit. And then you got Wallace and a cavalry commander, and there's 2 cavalry units that you got to kind of use them to run around and fight off these very experienced English forces. And let me tell you something, I've already busted a wide open hole in the one Shiltron over there because they can't do nothing. This was William Wallace's ass kicking at the start of his foray. So I guess he learns his lesson as time goes on. But I'm playing it with the historic rules, and it even says in the rule book, the English should never even come close to losing this. It should be just a route. And so far, yeah, it is. So
yeah, the Falkirk was not a shining moment for the Scots.
Right. But we're going to keep grinding through those. I got more wilderness up. So,
or is it? Are you wanting to use the hex to hex?
Yeah, they use that same one. I think I have him on one of my. I have him on Facebook or not. There you go. There you go. The last thing I want to see after the Caps lose to the Penguins is these guys interviewing Sidney Crosby. Can't stand that guy.
Hey, at least your Caps aren't doing as badly as the Blues.
The Blues coach is
they've lost 8 in a row.
Oh my God, the Penguins lost 7 until tonight. And the Caps had lost 4 until the other night. So
yeah. So the Blues went 3-0 and are now 11 games in. They're 3-8.
Oh man. All right, Chris. Just been over an hour here. I know I got a couple things to do. So
Yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap up tonight early. So, unfortunately, the individual that I was hoping to hop on here has not got it. But you know what? That's okay. Not a big deal. We'll get him on here eventually. Yeah, I think tonight wasn't the most exciting night, guys, but hey,
you're coughing up a
we got
lung.
something. We got something in the books. Yeah, we got something in the books though, and that's what's important, right?
Right.
So, until next time, guys, we will see you. Excuse me. We will see you on the flip side.